Hello and welcome to everyone watching. My name is Raven Crossing, and today I just want to take a moment to talk about the Elden Ring movie. I will say I'm pretty cautiously optimistic for it. I can't say I'm excited quite yet though, and I want to try to break down why that is in this video, while still trying to overall be positive about what could possibly come of this. So let's start off with the information that we for sure know about the project. So the film is supposedly being written and directed by Alex Garland. For those who don't know, this guy is probably one of the better writers working in Hollywood today. He wrote 28 Days Later, wrote and directed Ex Machina, he wrote the 2012 Dread movie, wrote and directed one of my favorite movies, Annihilation. Those are just to name a few. This guy's been in the industry for a while and he has way more hits than he does misses. Now granted, he did recently make Men and Civil War, which I admittedly wasn't too crazy about either of those movies, but you can't win them all. So to make a long story short, he is nothing but capable in regards to his skill. And on top of that, he does seem to be a pretty big fan of the game. There's been a couple interviews circulating where he's talking about his favorite parts of the game, his favorite fights, and what it's like playing the game on New Game Plus 6. Which, hey, he's gotten further than I have, and I have 500 hours in that game. So it seems like he's a real, genuine fan. Secondly, I'm surprised we haven't seen more people talk about this. We actually have at least one of the leads for the film that we know about right now. It's an actor by the name of Kit Connor. He was actually in Garland's latest movie, Warfare. He doesn't have a huge role in it or anything, but he's pretty good. In regards to what I think the movie itself is going to entail in terms of story, I really don't know. It seems like most people want it to be the story of Vike, which I think that logically speaking makes the most sense. That would definitely be the safest option. And it would honestly serve as a pretty cool prequel to the game if they choose to go that route. For those who don't know, Vike is essentially the secret main character of Elden Ring. He's the guy on the front cover of the box, and you can actually fight him on a couple different occasions in-game. Based on everything you can find out about his character in-game, it's pretty clear that Vike was the closest to becoming Elden Lord of any other Tarnished. But in the final stretch of his journey, he made some pretty poor choices, which resulted in him locking himself in a jail for the rest of eternity. So getting to actually see that story unfold would be really fucking cool. I will say I don't think it's going to be a straight adaptation. At least in regards to what we see in the game, right? I don't think this is going to be a straight adaptation of one of Alex Garland's playthroughs. Because Elden Ring is one of those games that is so inherently dependent on each individual's experience. It's just one of those games where no two playthroughs are probably ever going to be exactly the same. And the little nuances in how you approach the game and how you progress is what makes your playthrough feel unique to you. So if you make a movie where you're just going down a path that someone already took and just kind of establishing that as the main continuity, quote unquote, that kind of takes away from the magic of the game in my opinion. And Alex Garland is supposedly a pretty big FromSoft fan, so I feel like he completely understands that nuance. Personally, I'm not gonna lie, I am rooting for the Vike story adaptation, but we'll just have to wait and see. Something I will say that I'm kind of interested in is that they keep saying that it's going to be a live-action adaptation, but nowadays live-action could mean fully CG made to look live-action. And honestly, I feel like a CG movie would probably work a little bit better than live-action. It'd probably take longer, but I feel like it would be less complicated in terms of just, logistics. That being said, it would be amazing to see Lane-Del in live action. I would love to see how Garland would show that. Ooh, and I didn't even think about this. If they do a Vike adaptation, we'll get to see the Lands Between in its prime. So that could be really cool too. I just thought of that. So if we assume it's going to be an adaptation of Vike's journey, that opens up a lot of possibilities for who we could possibly see pop up, as in characters from the lore and whatnot. I don't think you can really do Vike's story without including Godwyn in some capacity. Obviously, we're probably going to see Marika, and they'd probably find some way to work Melania in there just because, she's such an iconic character. The big one I'm pulling for is Godwyn though, because that would just be really cool to see. Even if it's just little glimpses, I think that would be really cool. Though obviously all of this is just speculation, this movie is probably still several years away. But yeah, that's all I have to say so far. I'm really excited. I hope they don't fuck it up, because Elden Ring has quickly become one of my favorite games. The story is so rich and deep. So many amazing characters and an incredible world to explore. I just hope Alex Garland and his team are able to do it justice. But for now, that's all I have to say. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.